Jealousy, misery. I'm telling you can't see behind smiling faces. Smiling faces sometimes. Hey, they don't tell the truth. Beware of your enemies. Wait a minute. Your enemies won't do you no harm. 'Cause you know where they're coming from. Don't let the handshake and the smiles fool you. Take my advice. I'm only trying to school you. Smiling faces sometimes. Hey, YouTube. What's going on, Kitten Heels? I'm here. We are here. We are here. We are here. Y'all hear TYESSE over there talking that bullshit? Okay. Alfreda Gross. LaKendra, how you doing? Oh, I knew this was coming. Child, he got a beef sector all in his mouth. He over there arguing with Cruiser. He got a whole lot to say this morning. But what is obvious to me, hi, Nicole C. Jesse, how you doing? Jealousy. What a horrible way to live. Come on in and y'all hit the like button. Okay, let me get right into this thing. It's early in the morning. We know that. I see that Miss TYESSE Jackson over there telling everybody how he's not jealous. He spent a whole goddamn the whole video continually telling people how he's not jealous of these guys who are in Orlando having their, I guess they call it a summit, whatever, a meeting of minds with all these content creators with Bishop Bernard Jordan. TYESSE Jackson, swear to God, he is not jealous, right? Well, the truth of the matter is, TYESSE Jackson, you wouldn't be over here screaming for a whole fucking hour if you were not jealous of what's going on there, right? Now, I'll tell you some of the reasons that you are jealous. You are jealous because you have banked all of your faith in Larry Reed. Larry Reed is the ultimate brick. He is the great wizard, correct? And he was put in that position by Bernard Jordan. So by these other people conversing with Bernard Jordan, it makes you very uncomfortable, correct? Because you know you chose the wrong horse. When those two broke up, you decided to stick your ass with Larry Reed, right? Larry Reed was low-hanging fruit. And you chose to stick with Larry Reed. And so when Bernard Jordan and his son sent something like $400 on one night, one sent $100, other sent $300, what they call it, reaching out to you as they reached out to all the other subscribers who covered church business. You turned it down, correct? You turned it down, and now you see that Bernard Jordan is not a joke, and he's serious when he says he wants to have his summit. He actually prepared this summit. You'll be even more upset if you felt like they was flued out. In other words, this was a paid trip for their hotel rooms and all this kind of stuff, right? Because you know that Bernard Jordan has the power, whatever it is, or however they do business, to grow those people's channels, right? So we're going to listen to a small taste of this. This is a reaction video. We are permitted by law to react to your video. And then we're going to pick it up and we're going to discuss how and why you are so jealous of these people. Correct? Correct? Now, you're afraid that these people, first of all, you're finding out that Larry Reed is not who you thought he was. And maybe he was at some point, but he done cut off his source. He's done cut off his source. Instead of being reasonable and figuring out what the issues were between them, he cut him off. And now Larry Reed is not in the same situation that he was in. But now you're stuck with him. And you're going to watch these people pass your ass up. So it really upsets you to see that they're all there, even including the ones who didn't even get along with each other. My feeling is that these people were hand-selected by Bernard Jordan because of their relationship with Larry Reed, right? He knows the ones he didn't get along with, right? And he handpicked them, honey. Correct? So let's hear a little bit. Hey, Darius, you still there? Lord. Tank here still. He over there furious, child. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. What I'm be jealous for in my financial situation? Girl. That nigga think the cash app, girl. The cash app determines everything. I keep trying to tell his stupid ass, girl, that everybody on here who have been on here for a while can give testimony about periods where they've gotten cash apps, girl, and then none of them are still in that position. It's just simply a fact. But she is convinced that she's a way ahead. Let me see. Let's get a little small taste.
Oh, Jesus. Like sometimes I don't really want to have to do these talks because when I do these mountaintop, I have a dream speeches, I be drained. These people would not be there if there was not something for them. Can I use some profanity this morning?
Girl, I got to stop you already. Of course they're there because there's something in it for them, a way for them to grow their channel, to learn something. Every class you go to, girl, it's because you want to get something out of the class. Or why go to it? Why in the hell will you get your big ass on a plane and fly to another city, girl, if you ain't gonna get nothing out of the deal? Whether it's intellectual, I mean, you see everything. Oh, they must have got a cash app. Who sent the cash app? Right? Because you think that's all that is to life, TYESSE Jackson. So, yes, that's a dumb thing to say. It's a dumb question. They're only going because they're getting something out of it. They're only going because they're getting something out of it. I'm only on here because I'm getting something out of it, girl. Right? I mean, granted, it ain't much. But everybody gets something out of everything that they do, girl. Dumbass. Let me try to calm my nerves and give her a chance to talk. Come on.
Can I use some profanity? I know people are happy. I know people are happy, and you know, people want to see the bloggers get along. Wonderful, great. That's a great thing. But can I use a little profanity this morning? If it's
A little.
Okay. I won't use too much. Thank you. Do I have permission? I can guarantee you.
All right, she's gonna be slow talking. I can't deal with slow talking.
I can guarantee you that
Girl, you said that 4 times.
The squad and people that are associated with our platform are not sitting around thinking about the Better Blogger Collective all day.
Mm-hmm. But they're sitting around thinking about you.
Sitting around like, oh my God,
mm-hmm.
The Better Blogger.
All right.
I think I just got it. Dash of DR. I just got it.
Okay.
Thank you, baby.
Okay, go ahead.
Damn dude.
We got to go a little bit
I have
further.
been trying a lot not to come on here and do this video I'm doing right now. I have been trying. Listen, y'all want to take this stuff at face value. Take it at face value. I have been trying. Haven't I been trying, Mel C? I said, I'm not going to come on here because, you know, they like to label you a hater. And I'm trying to figure out, what the fuck am I hating on? I have a very successful channel. My people support me in ways I can't even imagine sometimes. My channel is really a great community. I don't know what the hell people are labeling people jealous when you have a critique or do some commentary. Mm-hmm. Like, are y'all serious?
Yes.
Jealous of what?
Jealousy. Jealous because they're there, girl. You're not invited.
Can I be honest?
Mm-hmm.
For me to have 16,000 subscribers, I outperform everybody's channel that's involved with all of this stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about with support, with community. I'm just being honest. I outperform all of these people. That's not a lie. I'm talking about live numbers, all of that. Can I just be honest? So I'm not hating on nobody. If I'm telling the truth, just say you telling the truth, TYESSE.
Or you're lying, TYESSE.
I'm not hating on nobody, girl. I don't have nobody.
If you're telling the truth, we'll say you're telling the truth. If you're lying, we'll say that as well, TYESSE Jackson. If this, I think King James has something like 119,000 subscribers. You have what you have 15. But you're saying you're more successful because you get more cash apps because you're playing our church brothers and sisters out of their money. That is not necessarily the way to compare it, really. Because if you look at CNN, they get millions of views and they don't get no cash apps. Okay, they're the biggest YouTubers on YouTube. They have millions of subscribers. Correct. They don't ask for cash apps. There are a few that do. Most don't have to because their numbers are so substantial that they get paid enough just by doing their channels, girl. Right? So that's not an equal comparison. You're not doing better than people because you get more. You're able to con more people out of their money. That's how you're determining your success. Is who get the most cash app. And then you go right into the bragging, and then you're gonna go right into the begging, right while you're complaining about the goddamn how you're not jealous of nobody, girl. What do your money got to do with anything?
I have no reason to hate on anybody. Mm-hmm. Just let me know if I'm telling the truth. At any point when I'm lying, just say you lying, Easy.
You're lying, bitch.
I hate on nobody. I don't have to hate on nobody. Last night when I was in Williams chat over there, we do what we always do. We comment. We do commentary.
Slick.
We do commentary in the chat. I saw that William had about 26 people.
Why are you saying that to humiliate him?
My audience to his channels. Mm-hmm. And the number jumped up to close to 200.
So
I don't have to do that. I didn't have to do that. All I have to do is just sit my ass in the back and just don't do
Please
nothing.
Don't mention your ass.
I said on that live, William is the only one I really support, so let's go over there and support him.
All right.
But y'all not gonna convince the TYESSE Report audience and myself. Y'all not gonna convince
TYESSE Squad
of this bullshit when we know what we seeing. If y'all want to believe this shit, believe it.
Let's do that. Believe
whatever you want to believe. I know some of the other bloggers that are not there. They want, kumbaya and all this shit. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But y'all not gonna make us believe something that we know. It's like somebody telling you that's a damn horse, and girl, that's a cow. Like, come on, y'all. Let's not do this, y'all. Come on. Good morning, everybody. That girl, I'm not jealous of no damn body.
Yes, you are.
Can I be honest? I'm more financially well off than everybody combined on the panel, probably outside of Bishop Jordan. Mm-hmm. So I'm not jealous of no, and that's not a read.
You're number two, huh?
That's not a read. It's really not. Mm-hmm. Outside of Bishop Jordan, I'm probably more financially soluble than everybody on the panel. So please, y'all, with this jealousy stuff,
TYESSE, would you please tell us why everything has got to do with the goddamn Cash App, girl? What we give a fuck about your financial situation, whatever. You're still bragging and begging at the same goddamn time. You brag and beg at the very people who gave you the goddamn money. You acting like, oh, I'm rich, or my financial situation, my financial situation is so much better than theirs. My side, as I just said a moment ago, girl. The greatest YouTubers on the planet do not beg. Correct? They do not rate their success based on how much money they can beg from people. Correct? You got your fat ass over there. You said that you are not a part of the church sector. You said, I'm not church sector. They just keep putting me over there. You put your own big ass over there, right? Because you saw that's where the money was. Correct? Church people are accustomed to giving money. It's been part of the culture for so long that they do it naturally. And that's why you connected your big fat ass over there with the church people and bleed them for money, right? And you are convinced that they're going to always give you money. Ain't that a bitch? You really believe that you're so spectacular and you keep telling us you are so talented. And I'm still trying to sit here and wonder, well, when does the talent start? I would like to see it. I want to see the talent that you have, girl. Right? Bitching and complaining about other how much money other people makes. I don't see that as a talent, TYESSE Jackson. right? And you go on and he gonna turn this conversation in now to criticisms of the beef sector. He's always got the beef sector in her mouth because that's all she is, really, is a beef person. She's a beef for her own goddamn self. All she wants to do is come over here and talk about people. She's like Donald Trump. That's what Donald Trump, he shouldn't be a president. He should be in beef sector. All he do is talk about people. Let me give me another little small taste. You can't make it very far, these bitches, girl. There's so many points to be made.
Stop the jealousy, stop. Please, let's not do that. I'm not jealous of nobody.
Well, why are you talking about it? Jealousy.
Outside of Bishop Jordan, I'm financially well off than anybody combined. It's not a read. It's not shade. It's just facts. What? I can't be jealous of somebody. I can't.
You can't be jealous.
Those are just facts.
You can't. Wait a minute. You can't be. I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
And,
stop it.
You know, take it how you want. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to the stenographer. I'm calling it the stenographer sector. Okay, this is the stenographer sector. Is that I'm coining it, y'all? I'm coining it the stenographer sector. Okay. This is a new sector, and I have peeped this sector out for about 3 months now, okay? Maybe 2 months. And it's people that watch stuff online and then go back to their channel and report on it. If you're going to be a part of the stenographer sector, you need to make sure you watch all the videos collectively. You watch everything so that you are not reporting incorrectly. There are so many people that are part of the stenographer sector that always get stuff wrong. They come in and watch a piece of the video, run back and do a whole video on it. I'm talking about the stenographer sector. Y'all,
let's go up a half hour.
Or, part-time music. They always talk about moral issues with regards to bloggers and what you should be doing.
Oh, you talking about beef sector now? Hold on a minute.
It's like so oxymoronic to me that in your sector you do what you do, but then you start telling people in the church sector about their moral failings and their moral duties and who
you
they
said you
are.
weren't in the church sector.
Then you go back to your day job. Does that make sense to anybody? I'm just being honest. It's like it's crazy to me that people that are in the beef sector or from the beef sector, no shade to the beef sector, but they oftentimes are always telling me and other people about how we present on our channels.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Does anybody get what I'm saying? Like, how do you do that? That's like me going and telling the beef sector people how I feel about that sector. Although I don't think anything about that sector because I don't really know a lot about it.
Aren't you doing it now?
Okay. I thought it was just me. Like, I don't understand that. Somebody gonna have to walk me through that. You are a part of the beef sector, retired from the beef sector, or affiliated with the beef sector, and then you come and tell people like myself about who I am as a person.
How do you know? How do you know what the beef sector is saying if you don't watch the beef sector? Correct? If we are so far beneath and all we do is talk about people and all this kind of shit, girl, how do you know everything that comes out from beneath our assholes, girl? Everything that happens on the beef sector, you seem to have knowledge of it. How do you know that? How do you know when people have been talking about you, TYESSE Jackson? Because you're over here constantly, girl. You were a fan on my page, Miss Thing. Remember you when you thought you could purchase me for a goddamn $50, girl? Right? And I threw your money back up in your face, girl. I might give a fuck. I'm gonna keep the money because you're stupid enough to give it to me, nigga. But it didn't mean nothing. And you thought you could actually control things all based on the Cash App. It's all about the Cash App. They say I'm always talking about Cash App. They say I'm always where were lies told, girl? Where were lies told, boy? Anyway, so let me okay, I want to get off to my own commentary. Let's see where
I don't know. I don't know them people, y'all. I wish them well. That's what I do, y'all. Maybe that's everybody. I stay out of people's sectors.
Well, why do
I do?
You don't. You're talking about the beef sector right now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Shut up. Shut the fuck. Shut your ass up. You're saying that you do not talk about other sectors while you're talking about other sectors. You don't talk about the beef sector while you're talking about the beef sector, girl. You always got the beef sector in your mouth. That is your obsession, because that's truly who you are. You would love to come over here, girl, and talk about people's fat heads and their big stomachs and all that shit, girl. That's where you belong. But you identified that the church people was where the money was, right? Because you went over there and you discovered that on King Jai's page. Then you threw King Jai under the rug, right? So you say, I can take this audience for myself now. Correct? And you say, now I need me a co-conspirator. So you went over to Conscious TV and you got Larry Reed, and he was crazy enough, for whatever his reason, to come on over, girl. Correct? Right? Everything is been a manipulation, TYESSE Jackson. Anyway, so he goes from that, he goes to the beef sector, he goes back to telling us how he ain't jealous of nobody. You are jealous of those people because you're afraid that he can do with Jives and William McCrae and St. James and all the other people he had there. He can do the same. If he can do it with Larry Reed, he could do it with them. Correct? And you're left out of the party, girl. Oh, I sent the money back. Did Larry Reed instruct you to send the money back, girl? Because you're not the type that really sends money back. Correct? Right? And you thought you hooked your wagon to the multi-millionaire Larry Reed, and you find that Larry Reed is barely 100-aire. Correct? And now they done ended up with the one who really has the coin. When does Larry Reed fly you out to other cities? When does Larry Reed put you in hotel rooms, right? No, he can do it for several people at the same time, girl, right? You grab a hold to the wrong one, right? And now you're concerned because you're scared they're gonna come up, they're gonna learn something, they're gonna do something, correct? And it bothers you because you're a jealous bitch. This thing is simple. It is so obvious. And why you were on here last night talking about their event, whatever. I mean, and then you pop up the first thing in the goddamn morning. I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning. This nigga's up at 6 o'clock in the morning talking about the same shit, girl, and telling us repeatedly how he's not jealous. Please. What y'all think? Y'all been watching this stuff, child? I mean, we know you're gonna be jealous, but I mean, why are you complaining about it? There used to be a commercial. I think it was for a Right Guard odor deodorant. You never let them see you sweat. Coming on here whining and crying and talking about how you're not jealous of everybody. Went all into their families now and again. Went back into all the stories you had on these people, all the criticism, girl, right? But you're not jealous. Well, why does it even concern you then? Why even talk about it, Miss Thing? Right? And then you're left out of the party. And the crucial thing is the party is just beginning. You don't know what effect he's going to have on them. Correct? My suspect, maybe St. James is in the front as far as what the things he's going to do with him. But the other people as well. I think he actually picked those people out because they were all people who had a problem with Larry Reed or were enemies he considered of Larry Reed. I'm going to show you who's in control, who has the power. I can do that to anybody. You ain't shit. You ain't no prophet. Baby, would you please stop? Larry Reed was over here talking about how Bernard Jordan wasn't a prophet. He ain't no real prophet. Oh, he ain't no prophet. He talking from the Bible or some kind of shit he was saying, girl. I said, well, that's odd because for the last few years, you've been telling us that he's the master prophet. Now, he went from being the master prophet to now he ain't no prophet at all. Come on, people. They didn't acknowledge or talk about him. Oh, that's the gag. He wants them to talk about him. He maybe trying to get him stirred up. You're left out of the party, and it's only the first in a long line of parties, I suspect, boy. Right? And then when they start passing your ass up, and they will pass you up, TYESSE Jackson, I try to explain to you That's why people don't come on here constantly talking about TYESSE Squad. Oh, TYESSE Squad. What did you say, TYESSE Squad? They don't say it to the TYESSE Squad. The TYESSE Squad will shrink. The TYESSE Squad, wherever it is, and I don't give a damn where it is, it never grows. No one's ever invited into it. It just goes down. People watch you for a while and they get bored with you. It don't make no goddamn difference how good it is. And they enjoy themselves. They will get bored with you and they will gradually leave. So it shrinks and shrinks and shrinks. And since you have done nothing at all to grow your audience by only addressing these, I only talk to my supporters. I only talk to my supporters, right? They're going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And then eventually there just won't be anything there, girl. And you, since you're so interested in the beef sector, why don't you go and interview all the beef sector people and ask all the ones that were getting cash up a year, 2 years ago, ask them how they're doing now with the cash apps, girl. You can't be depending your life on no fucking cash apps, stupid ass. Correct? Oh, why would I be jealous? What am I jealous? My financial situation. Okay, I ain't gonna bore y'all. Let me go. I'm gonna skip all the way to the end now. I believe he got into it with Cruiser at the end. Hold on a minute. He's on there for 3 hours. First thing in the morning. 6
people's sectors. Ain't nothing wrong with critiquing something if it comes up. Something come up, you need to critique it. Okay. But I just stay out of people's sectors. I just do.
If you stay out of our sectors, why are you talking about our sectors?
I'm just saying, y'all, I don't know what the hell is going on around here. Mm-hmm. But a lot of these people are really
let's see if we can help you.
Will not be accepted in any Christian mainstream. So it's gonna have to be, you have to market it to somebody else, but not that Turning Point USA. The fuck you gonna do a damn reading for me? And you living with your parents? Are you serious? That's why I say a lot of these people. Pam said it too. YouTube is a mental hospital, and nobody's working the front desk. You tell me, can I do a reading for you? Boy, you live with your damn mom and dad. Are you serious? Hell no, you can't do no damn reading for me.
Come on.
And then that's when he starts saying, I got clients now. I got a few clients.
You're a patient.
Don't come on no more.
You're not a client, you're a patient.
Like what you did in Memphis. In Memphis, you and again, I'm not telling you what to do. You do whatever you do as a grown man to pay your bills. You know, we all
let her talk,
we
nigga.
give opinions, just like you give an opinion, I have an opinion. And just like you did in Memphis, and when he went live in Memphis, and listen, Memphis, when he was in Memphis, we were struggling. We all know without me having to say we were struggling. But you was like, y'all, we still good. Everybody's still good. You did what you did as a mod. You didn't throw no shots. You was like, okay, I may not want to be here, but this is my brother, and he's doing this event in Memphis, and I am supporting him. So even though that other dude, I ain't really cool with him.
This is going somewhere.
I'm just going to encourage everybody. Thank y'all for coming. We're here to support William. I know we're enduring this whole thing. That's who I was expecting to see, and I didn't see that guy.
Okay. And you know what?
I
don't know. It amazes me that, are you retired from the B sector? Are you currently B sector?
But he never talks about it.
I don't know what that is. Listen, let me give you my background. I actually started over here first.
Okay.
And I left, and I took all of my videos.
Okay.
I took all my videos, and you would be shocked. Y'all talking about numbers, they've been numbers. And I took all of those videos because whenever things start really bothering me, because I'm not ice cold, I'm a human being. I remove
because of my start on King's platform. So no, I'm not a part of the church sector, but
you hear that?
People tend to just throw me in the church sector, but I'm not. I'm really not.
But that's what you just did to me. You had to identify me somewhere. You just did the same thing. You had to identify me somewhere.
I was trying to juxtapose your moral high ground with me being in William's chat saying something as opposed to how you present yourselves in these certain platforms and certain.
But you don't know how I present myself in the B sector. I had they had the same issue that you had. And here come Miss Cruz over here, coming over here trying to tell us how we should do, girl. Why y'all ain't?
What happened? Oh, what happened? Tap to retry. Wait a minute. His video is unavailable. Oh, he done put it on private again, Gert. She makes a mess and then she hides her hands. This video is private. She done privatized the video, girl. If you're so proud of your thoughts, TYESSE Jackson, why are you always hiding the damn videos, hiding the fucking evidence, girl? Anyway, so obviously the boy is jealous. He's afraid that these people are going to become successful from messing with Bernard Jordan, and he done hooked his wagon to Larry Reed, which is a ship that has been going down. Now, I don't mean that the boy's ship necessarily will stay down, but Larry Reed suffered several blows. First of all, that explosive expose by Vincent, that brought Larry Reed a long way down because he had been lying about who he was. There's always trouble when you're lying about who you were. And Vincent brought receipts, and he had that, and he's been going down pretty much ever since then, child. And probably where he no longer wanted to give Bishop Bernard Jordan any money. That's basically what it did. So he cut his own nose off to spite his face. He cut his own nose off, and then the money's dried up. No, we don't know where the money was coming from. I mean, just because Bernard Jordan is a prophet, that isn't right. So we don't know if they were involved in real estate or what the fuck they were involved in, or they were sharing supporters or whatever the situation was. Whatever he touches seems to turn to gold. And now Larry Reed has no support, correct? And so now he's got so much time that he can actually spend time on TYESSE Jackson's page, who's got 1,000. What's he got? 1,500 supporters. 1,500. I mean, Larry Reed used to be up in 200,000 people, right? So we don't know what is actually going on over there. But yes, the boy is very, very disturbed, right? Because he wants to, no matter what he says, he's not a part of the church sector. That is what he considers to be his crowd. All the ones that he dealt with on King Jive's show, and all the ones he's dealt with since he's been on here, and all the homosexuals he has problem with, they're all basically in that same crowd, right? And he was left out of the situation completely, correct? So if they start having concerts and fundraisers, and he even said in this video that every time Bernard Jordan goes to one of these guys' page, he raises an offering for that page. He don't need the little money that comes through there, but he'll leave it. He'll leave money on that page. And TYESSE Jackson is so jealous and envious. He wants to feel like they're not getting any money. He constantly talking about who getting the most money. My financial situation. You don't have a financial situation. You're on YouTube, girl, and people have been kind enough. You're living off of the kindness of strangers, TYESSE Jackson, and the number is going down. It's going down. They won't be around. TYESSE, your whole world's upside down. Time on your hand. And you're moving back to LA, boy. You ain't got no plan. No, 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 no. Since you've been gone. Everything going wrong. Child, if I was dependent on YouTube for my lifestyle, I would be homeless at this point. I'd be living out on the street, girl. You cannot depend on this shit. Other people, we have seen them make the same damn mistake. They were all riding high. Oh, even in show business, girl, right? People be the ones we call superstars, Miss Thing. 2 years later, nobody ever heard of them, girl. Whatever happened to such and such? Whatever happened to so and so? It's not forever, Miss Thing, right? So you need to stop bragging and get to actually building a channel. If a person has 1 million subscribers, I don't give a damn if they never get a cash for the rest of their life, girl. If they have 1 million subscribers and you're stuck over here with this 15,000 subscribers, girl, right? That's the successful person. Because it's not all about what you can get somebody to give you some money. Give me some more, give me some more. Now, since the holiday season is coming up, he's going to throw his begging into overdrive because he feels like you guys owe him something. Because Larry Reed told him, oh, you got the great talent. You're so talented. They don't recognize. And then you come out a week later, oh, I know my worth. I know my worth. You don't have no goddamn worth, nigga. You don't have no motherfucking worth. Being a YouTuber, that ain't no worth. That's shit. How y'all doing today? I'm sorry for singing. I can't help myself. Church sector worse than the beef sector. Ain't that something? Actually, TYESSE Jackson, your type of commentary, girl, is actually an embarrassment to the church. I mean, when you consider that primarily you're speaking to church women and you're bringing all this filth and all this gossip and all this nastiness towards other people, and they're using that as their entertainment. That's what that boy was trying to say in the convocation, right? That the church are the people who are supporting this bullshit. No, we know people like entertainment, whatever. They ate Tyler Perry up, right? They don't like drag, but they sure like him. Whatever. Oh man. But your kind of your brand is actually a disgrace to the church, right? It really is. Since they don't believe it, they don't believe in those bad words. Oh, when you use bad words, you're going to go to hell and all this old shit there. They don't believe in homosexuality. Oh, I had a black one last night. He served me a good piece. He served me a good piece, right? And you're over here talking about other people. Oh, I bet you give shitty deals. You give shitty deals. So no wonder you're not claiming the church sector, girl. You ain't in nobody's church shit. Nothing. It's saying you're a disgrace to the church. But yet you want to use their music. You play them when you start your channel. Wait a minute. Get back, Satan. I'm running late. Whoa. Get back, Satan. I'm running late. Trying to get to heaven before they close the gate. Wake up, Satan. I'm running late. You play gospel music for almost your whole page, right? You steal those people's music, right? You steal their music. If you were playing Beyonce, somebody, girl, they would demonetize the channel and girl and take and give the money to Beyonce, right? But you can get away with it with church music, right? So you go over there, you play the church music, right? You loosen the ladies around their pocketbooks, correct? Because they're used to giving money. If they've been church women all their life, it's a standard thing. Hell, church talks about money half the whole service, but you're not a pastor. You're not a church. You don't have a church. You know what is? How do you justify this need to beg? Right? You say you give him something. I'm still waiting. When he said I give him something, I give him something. I said, okay, I'm waiting. I want to see. I want to screenshot what you're giving these people that I'm not giving them, or anybody else not giving them. King Jives and not giving them. Correct? I'm just saying you're not giving nobody nothing. You're just a beggar. TYESSE Jackson. And when you finally break down and start seeing a therapist, believe me, the first thing they're going to tell you, well, baby, you are a beggar. Because you have not dealt with that reality. That's all. If you were on the street, it wouldn't be any different, girl. You still be begging, right? How y'all doing today? Beef sector is worse. Yes, they're just as nasty. I mean, because they're people. You never don't try to be something that you're not, honey. You're trying to fit your gay ass in there with them church people, honey. I don't know how in the hell you've been able to pull it off, right? Right? Because when they go to church, girl, it's church. It's church, right? But then you come on YouTube and then you got all these queens, girl. They're supposed to be so churchy. I'm so churchy. Well, the church has spent the whole career diminishing your character. They hate your ass. Right? But you don't care nothing about the Cash App. You don't give a fuck if they hate you or not, honey. It's all about the Cash App. And it's all about, for you, it's just about gossiping. You want to talk about people, girl. And I've tried to explain to you, not to be catty or anything, but I've tried to explain to you that when you've been raised up as a homosexual person in the United States of America, honey, there's a part of you that may love the church, the community. You may love the old ladies and the mother's board. You may love, a big part of you loves the church. But this is the same church that rejected you. There's got to be something that stuck. It's stuck. And you resent the church. You love them and you hate them. It's a love-hate relationship, right? Because these are the very people who rejected you your entire life. And maybe that's what led you into a world of prostitution, although I still don't believe that. You said that you were a prostitute on the street and all that kind of stuff, and you give the stories of some of the trans girls who have actually been through. I'm not denying that, but you'll say that you ended up in prostitute. I don't think you were ever in any kind of prostitution. I think you were a big, ugly, dark-skinned boy, and that you wanted people to want you. So by saying that you were a prostitute is saying people wanted to pay me. People wanted to pay me. No, you let it slip out that you were a prostitute and a pickpocket. You see, if you were an actual prostitute, that means you would be able to sell your wares. Unimaginable, but whatever it would be. That's how you made your money. You resent sometimes hookers and stuff that they pick up crimes or whatever along the way, but you were a pickpocket because you waited outside of bars, correct? Whether it was the study over there on Western Avenue or here in San Francisco on Polk Street, you waited outside the bars so someone stumbled outside the bar drunk, correct? And you ran up to that person and you pretended to know them. You put your arm around them, and that's how you were able to get in their pockets. I wouldn't say that was a prostitute. Okay? You're not even a real pickpocket. A real pickpocket can go up to a person at the airport, girl, tap them on their, excuse me, and they got their wallet. You were never professional anything, TYESSE. This is the closest you've ever gotten to what you're calling success. Now she says she's going to throw her brother out of the apartment in in Los Angeles because she's now trying to claim that there wasn't a Section 8 apartment, that she was paying, I don't know, $1,100 in LA and then $1,300, $1,400 in San Francisco. She's paying all this money. I got bills. Why are you telling us you had bills? What grown person don't have bills, girl? Shouldn't you have bills? All my bank accounts, all my account. Miss Thing, what's wrong with having a bank account? You're a grown-ass man. Everybody got a bank account, Miss Thing. But you brag about it because it's something that you never had before, girl. You've never had a bank account, Miss Thing, right? So you go and spreading them out all over town like you got all this money in them. You don't, right? 1 month would clean it all out, girl, just to pay the rent. And I believe that you're not paying no full rent in Los Angeles. There's no way you were selling that big fat ass girl for 16, 17 years, girl, and paying no market rate rent in Los Angeles, California. No way. Let me see what y'all say. They didn't acknowledge or talk about him. They didn't talk about him at all. They tried to avoid his punk ass. Right. And he thinks he is so clever. He's always about how you gonna read somebody. I'm gonna read. I can read like a. You're the worst, girl. You're so pitiful, boy. Let me tell you something, nigga. You say you're gonna read me several times. You said that, correct? I wrote a whole memoir, girl. If you were such a reader, Miss Thing, you would go ahead and spend the $7.99 on Amazon, girl, and get the book and know my whole goddamn life story, Miss Thing, right? But you ain't no goddamn reader. You don't even know what the hell it is to read, Miss Thing. You try to read my apartment. Well, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard of, girl. Granted, you don't know a goddamn thing about me, so you don't know what to read, Miss Thing. But I can look at you and read you for years, bitch. I'm serious. You got to accept that, girl. And your ass just ain't bumped into the right ones over there in that churchy sector, girl. I say churchy sector. You say you're not in church, whatever. It's churchy sector. Eventually, you're gonna bump into the right one, girl, and they're gonna start pumping on that ass. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm trying to save you, Miss TYESSE. I'm trying to save you as them numbers start to slip, and they will start to slip. Okay. I can eat Hanoon Asian food. I can eat that for 3 years. There's a place right over here on the corner. I ate there for 3 years. At some point, girl, I no longer wanted to eat it anymore. I got burnt out on that food, right? I haven't been in that restaurant in 2 years. For somebody who used to eat in there 2 or 3 times a day, I used to love burritos. I don't go to Mexican restaurants anymore. I burned it out, Miss Thing. And that's what happens on YouTube, Miss Thing. They're gonna get sick of you, girl. There's so many people on YouTube, so many options, so many things. You have to keep the damn thing going. And you know what I'm saying? Keep your interest, right? Thai Squad, Thai Squad. What you're gonna recognize is that the Thai Squad is gonna start to shrink, correct? And you don't like the idea of them people over there, they may start to grow. If they could do it, Larry Reed ain't no goddamn brilliant genius. I think Bernard Jordan is showing you I can do this for anybody. I could take anybody under my wing and I could show them how to be in the same position I put you in, right? But you turned on me. You got the money and you turned on. You thought it was all about you. I mean, have the Rolls Royces been turned in yet? Since everything was leased? Come on, tell us some truth. I mean, that's what would bring Larry Reed back if he started telling us some truth, honey. They bought the lies for as long as they got sick of him. That's all it is. It ain't because he's a bad person or he's saying something that he wasn't saying before, right? A lot of them turned on him because they discovered he'd been lying to them. He had all these damn stories about how he's a heterosexual. And when that boy exposed him, honey, a lot of them left then. And it's just been a downward spiral ever since then, right? Aren't you even asking yourself, why does Larry Reed have all this time to come to my channel every night? I mean, he's over there every night, girl. You say, well, goddamn, don't he have his own thing? It's your thing. Do what you want to do. Don't let him tell you. Boom, 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 boom. There is, how much longer y'all gonna be there? They on day 2 now, cruising. How long are they gonna have the summit? Okay. Hey, Elaine, how you doing? Elaine, Nicole C. Oh boy. Bonita Peterson. Nikki B. He don't shrink, but I bet he stink. He stink. He got a stinky fat girl. Him and Jay Wilson, they both on a shopping spree. They bought all these new blouses. They done bought, girl. Nigga, Christmas is supposed to be buying other people presents. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. She been shopping since she got to Atlanta. Do you have time frame when I gonna start? Okay. TYESSE Jackson is in the chat. TYESSE Jackson, I thought you didn't fuck with the beef sector. I thought the beef sector was trash. You gave us the impression that the beef sector was trash, and you didn't know anything about it. And look what they do in the beef sector. Oh, what they do in the beef sector. I ain't like them. I ain't like them. But yet here your ass is again. TYESSE Jackson report says, do you have a time frame when I'm going to start losing? Okay. It depends on how you define losing. The cash apps are that's going to start very, very soon. People will catch on and they will get resentful and they'll stop giving you money. Okay. That's going to happen. It happens to everybody on here, girl. All you got to do is stop talking and listen to other people, Miss Thing. Stop talking to the Thai Squad. You've already drained them for everything you can get from them, girl. But it's going to happen, Miss Thing. I mean, I'm sorry. You always talking shit about my apartment. Girl, I furnished my whole apartment on nothing but what people were giving me from Cash App. On YouTube, Miss Thing. Girl, some months I go buy me a couch. Some months then I go buy me a table, whatever. Every month, girl. That's how fast the money was coming in. 4 or 5 years ago, girl. And eventually it stopped. Thank God I already finished my decorating project, girl. But it happens, Miss Thing. You have to grow an audience. You have to turn your 15,000 into 30,000. You, TYESSE Jackson, you had a birthday party every time you went up 1,000. You thought getting 1,000 was the big deal, right? Oh, I'm up to 13,000. Oh, we having a party celebration for Cash App, Cash 14,000, Cash App 14.99, Cash App. This was for everyone. You drain the people. You see, you drain them, and eventually they will turn on you, TYESSE Jackson. So I don't have a time frame of when it's going to happen, but my guess would be within the next 6 months, that's going to dry up to basically nothing. Okay. I think my Cash App last month was something like maybe $100. So we went from 2,000 to $100, girl. I don't know why you think you're so unique. It's going to happen to you. You always rub it in that boy, King Jab's face about how little Cash Apps he get. But I can remember a time when he used to dance. The name of the dance, they call it King Jive. There was a time when he was getting a lot of Cash Apps, right? He was like everybody else, girl. And that time has come and gone, Miss Thing. So if you have new people, if you continually to grow your numbers, you'll have new people you can bleed. You can't keep bleeding the same damn people, TYESSE Jackson. Some people are going to wake up one day and they're going to say, you know, I've given you enough. I'm not giving you another dollar, right? Because you constantly throwing it up in their face and bragging to them. Look what I got. Look what I got. Look what I got. Not even acknowledging that this is who you got the money from, child. Nobody gave me nothing. I don't want nobody to give me nothing. Open up the door. I get it myself. Did y'all hear what I said? I don't need nobody. You said you moved to Atlanta by yourself. Nobody helped you. Nobody gave you shit, right? You did it on your own. You're managing these bills. No mention at all of where the money came from, nigga. The ones you're bragging to, girl, are the ones that gave you the money, Miss Thing. They had loving kindness and mercy. But the point is, this has lasted a little longer for you because you beg. Most people don't beg. I can't imagine my mama going calling people, asking them to give her money, girl. And we had some hard times. It was hard times. We needed something to breathe our pillow. Oh, my mama didn't know the meaning of work. Boom, 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 boom. He disrespected my mama and treated us like dirt. I left home seeking a job that I never did find. Hold me back, honey. I took to cloud 9, and I'm doing fine on cloud 9. Cloud 9, you is free as a bird in flight. TYESSE Jackson, why you got so much time to be over here fucking with me? Or you saw that big pretty picture I put up there. Now you're going to say, oh, he put an ugly picture of me. He put that ugly. No, girl. No mistake. I put a picture of you. TYESSE Jackson, that's why so many of the ugly girls, you know, you said you was cross-dresser or whatever it was, girl. That's why they're able to get out there on them streets and you'll look at them, you'll say, well, girl, why the hell would you come out here trying to sell that to somebody? And because they don't recognize what they look like. That's how you are. You're in such extreme denial, Miss Thing. You don't even acknowledge what you actually look like. That's you. Oh, y'all took him down? Justin took him down. Justin, you ain't got to take these freaks down. Don't worry about it. I can handle them. Believe me. All they're going to do is give me more content, honey. See, I like talking about hoes. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't pretend to be something else, girl. It is the greatest joy of my life. And I'm just amazed by how much time he spends talking about the goddamn beef section, girl. He wants to be here. And he done took down the video, right? The offensive video, as usual. That's cowardice, honey. The video was called, do you have an extra 30 minutes real quick? So I can tell you how I'm not jealous. And the thing is, the boys, they're not going to want to rub it in your face because they don't want to be bothered with you, right? Because then they got to be bothered with you talking about their family and going on and on and on and on and on. Because they just don't see that for you. But I ain't got a problem with it. Bring your ass over here anytime you want to, honey. Hi, Candace. Thank you. She said she loves us, Uncle Tim. Baby, we ain't got to collect a certain amount of money to stay on YouTube, right? If you all you is here is for the money, you will disappear anyway, girl. There's been so many of them. So many of them were doing well for a while, and the people they eventually got burned out on them, honey. They stopped making money and they left. Why did they leave? Because they were only here for the money. Mm-hmm. Only when he sings, Bonita. Nikki B, you love my singing. Anybody who can put up with Jay Wilson and them horrible sounds he makes, child, can put up with Timothy Blaine. I just don't buy it. I seen you over there listening to him. And he think he got it going on. He makes them ugly faces. Unless they are disrespectful. Let me see the comments. Yes. I enjoy reading these hookers, honey. Talking about they're in the church, please. Okay. What else going on, people? We know Donald Trump's what he did now. Lord have mercy. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Make sure anything earth-shattering happened today. Okay, this is horrifying. You say. Donald Trump made all these damn YouTubers rich. All these ones who report exclusively on him, they all, honey, they don't went from 0 to million views on everything. Is it? Hold on a minute. Okay, so everything's about Donald Trump slanging and banging. Oh, Tracy's over there talking about slanging and banging. Okay, I'll go over and check you out, girl. Funeral service for Dick Cheney. Okay, we won't be going there. No, I think that's about it for us today, baby. Y'all got a comment about this? What they're on day 2 now. I didn't watch the actual conference kind of stuff. That kind of thing is not interesting to me. The characters are, because they're YouTubers. Above everything else, they're YouTubers, honey. Whatever sector they claim, I'm in this sector, I'm in that sector. I think that the girl Cruiser made a good point. Yes, I'm in the beef sector right now. When I leave here, I'm going to go over to the cooking sector, and I'm in the cooking sector. And then when I leave there, I'm going to go over to the church sector, and I'm in the church. You can be in all different kind of places. See, he wants to hone it in, right? And he feels like the church people are the easiest mark. Most people don't just hand out their money like that. But the church people, the church ladies specifically, is why he wants to hold them all in this little group, honey. I don't want to go over there, but he can't resist going into the other. Oh, is this TYESSE Jackson report again? Okay. Pearl Shay, I'll give you $500 if you come from behind that profile. See, now here he goes. He goes into other people's chats, right? TYESSE Jackson, we don't need Pearl Shay to come back from behind her thumbnail. You are the content creator. Why don't you bring your big ass from behind? We already seen the head with the hats that cover almost all the bald head and all that, girl. We want to see that body. Like that girl told you, what's her name? Rumors and T. She said, I just want to see that body. Are you going to cam up? You say, I know I'm not camming up for you. All you have to do, boy, is defy the people. Show them your body, and they can't keep reading. Well, they'll read it for a while. But we want to see you. Why are you over here insulting my subscribers, TYESSE Jackson? Did I invite you to come over? Am I William McCrae? You went over there to William McCrae's chat and you insulted all of his subscribers, and you told them they were low life, and you told them that they were diabolical because they weren't giving no money. You're supposed to give. You're supposed to give. That's what you told them, right? But don't bring your big ass over here thinking you're going to control my chat, girl. You said Jason was your stalker, correct? Why don't you get out of other people's chats, girl, and mind your business? Since you say that the TYESSE Squad is so involved in you, the TYESSE Squad would never say that. I know the TYESSE Squad would never go over there. I know the TYESSE Squad would never listen to that shit, right? Since they're so loyal to you, go talk to your people, honey. Don't you come over here bothering my what's it? Who did he just insult over there bothering Pearl Shay? Take that money and use it on your on your therapy. He needs therapy. But see, he has had therapy before. You know, he's on welfare for most of his life. So at some point, he was getting some free therapy, correct? That's why he's so, he always telling people, you got to stop diagnosing. You got to stop diagnosing people. Yeah, they say I'm crazy. They say I'm, why would they say that you were crazy, TYESSE Jackson? I don't ever just walk up to people, you're crazy. No, girl. There's a reason there's several people. If you see multiple people saying that you're crazy, girl, it's probably because you got a screw loose. You know, saying you are crazy. You know, you're crazy about the Cash App, silly ass queen. That Cash App is about to stop though. I'm trying to think of how long it took for the other people. I remember Phi Babe used to get all that money. And I'll admit, I got a little jealous of her. I said, what the fuck is she getting all this money for? All these gifts and all that. But that dried up. I mean, she may say that they're still loyal over there, but they're not kicking out the ass like it was then, right? There are several people who used to get money on here, girl. They're not getting no more. If you love what you're doing, you just keep doing it, right? Don't base your whole life, girl, on how much money you can beg from people or what somebody gives you. You're living off the kindness of strangers. And then you're not even acknowledging that they're the ones that are building you up and keeping you up, TYESSE Jackson. Right? Now, long after your ass is gone, King Jives and them will still be here. How do we know they're going to still be here? Because they've been here. They've been here for 10 and 15 years. How long is that William McCrae? They've been here, honey. Even when they're broke and sleeping in their car, they're still here, honey. Right? Will you do that when you're not getting any money? Since you're only here for the money, girl, what's going to happen when the money dries up? Correct? And they'll still be here. I'm just saying, honey. This is not entertaining. Let me help you, brother. Since my channel is not entertaining to you, let me help you. Now you can never come back. How about that? Was that entertainment, nigga? Was that block entertaining? Mm-hmm. Go make money for your dinner. Uh-huh. She worked hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. She worked hard for the money. I can't believe they really thought he flexed over $500. What happened? Who was the 500? Hey, thank you, Kevin Moore. Glad to see you live. I appreciate it, brother. Happy Thanksgiving. Y'all ready for Thanksgiving? How many days we got? 5 days? What is today? I think today is the 20th. So Thanksgiving is the 27th. Hi, Miss Tracy. I'm going to go over there and see what you're talking about in a minute as soon as I get off here. Please don't sing. Why not? Let me say since, baby, since we've been together, oh, loving you forever is what I need. You make me feel so brand new, baby. Stains. Or play with me, child. Where does Tracy go? Zaz. Hey, Big Tim. How you doing, Lee? You stayed near West Montgomery Park. See, I got to remember all these names. I left 45 years ago. West Montgomery Park. West Montgomery Park. I don't remember. I remember the big part off of 38th Street. What was that big one? Where people used to drive their cars around and show their cars off. 36 in Emerson. There was there something there? Right where McDonald's used to be on 38th Street. That was Butler. I went to 54 grade school, and what was my high school? My high school, when I lived in Indianapolis, 34th and Keystone. Oh, yeah, I know where that's at. I should go back and visit Indianapolis. But the thing is about visiting Indianapolis, all my relatives, they all done moved to these way far, you know, Indianapolis kept building out and out and out. So you visit one relative, and then you got to drive an hour and a half to visit another one. And You want a loaf of bread, you got to drive for 30 minutes and all. I just don't enjoy myself when I go back there. And then all of the new generations, there's 2 generations that are there since I left. Great nieces and nephews, and they had babies. I don't know any of those people. All my relatives are dead. I mean, the ones, my aunts and uncles and all that. He banished from the kingdom. Washington, okay, Washington Park is where the zoo. Yeah, I remember the zoo. It used to be off 34th and Keystone. Okay. They used to go show their cars off there. Ty's ready for that. He gonna eat the whole goddamn turkey. Lord, you know that boy gonna eat that whole motherfucker. Y'all think Ty's ever gonna get him a boyfriend or some kind of love? You know, he's so money oriented, right? Only kind of pieces of trade he's ever even had. They're just people that he picks up on the street and pays the money to have sex with him. I don't know that he's ever actually had a relationship. Somebody, you know, to cuddle up on the sofa, right, after they ate 2 or 3 turkeys. I just don't know. It's going to be a sad day for him. He talks about how sad his Thanksgiving is. He can go and depress everybody in his chat. You can get you a boyfriend. You got to get you a chubby chaser, Thais. That God had made a plan where everybody on this planet, honey, somebody is attracted to them. Even though we think you're flat and disgusting, somebody will like that. Somebody loves you, babe. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Somebody loves you, babe. You know who it is. Who is it? Who is it? Is it my brother? Who is it? I can't help it because I'm lonely. Oh, y'all notice how much Michael Jackson is appearing in all the music now? People dancing dancing on the shorts and everything. He left an indelible mark on this country. How long did it take for you to come up with that? What will a mini say? Oh, Miss Ty Jackson has the nerve to bring his big ass over here trying to insult my people in my chat, child. I don't know who gave you free reign to be talking about people in somebody else's chat. Don't bring you come over here as a guest, nigga. Say good morning and bow down. Bow down and kiss my black ass. Oh, yeah. Like Janet said, it's all for you. Oh, that was a Janet song. Maybe he can find love. Ooh, maybe he can find love at the Atlantic Zoo. Child, he gonna find love right there on there at them dirty bookstores where these nasty people, mostly crackheads, will go in there and they'll do anything for $10 back in them little boots. Now, the issue with TYESSE is he's gonna have a very hard time trying to squeeze into them little video booths with a piece of trade. He ain't gonna have no choice, but because he won't bring them home, right? And now he got to bring them to another hotel room, another $500 he got to spend, even though the boys only cost $20. I can just see TYESSE Jackson trying to squeeze into them photo booths, honey. He probably never even tried it. He had to wait outside the photo booth. Hey, Joe, you want to give it a go? He said, hey, hello, Joe. You want to give it a go? That's sad because he could take that shit off, honey. Y'all see, y'all remember I used to look like Santa Claus. Hell, I ain't got that stomach no more time. That was just last year. But he's afraid. See, these people who have lived their life enjoying food, it's all about food. You notice every conversation ends up on food, right? He is so afraid that if he takes any of these drugs, he's not going to want to eat. I keep trying to tell the big boy, you'll still eat, honey. You just ain't got to eat the whole goddamn plate. What's on the stove? whole pot of greens, and you can have just a little bit of chitlins. You don't got to eat the whole goddamn pot of chitlins, honey, right? But they're so afraid, honey, of giving up something. Give it up. Ain't no way. He couldn't help himself if he wanted to. He's hung up, no doubt. He's so in love with food. For him, there's no way out. Cause the hunger, he's scared. Well, if you're not hungry, TYESSE Jackson, if you're not hungry, what difference does it make? Right? Mm-hmm. If he didn't eat for a week, he won't starve. Ooh, just eating on that stuff. When I was sick last week, child, I didn't eat for about 4 days. And everything just kept coming up. And I said, where is this coming from? Your body must produce this stuff when you have food poisoning. I wonder how much did I lose? I'm going to go weigh myself. I might have lost some weight in that damn 4 days. Uh-huh. Singing, cussing, and reading. That's right. That sounds nice. Neck bones. Wait a minute. Neck bones. Spin to beans. Lord have mercy, child. You got a whole meal on there for a name. TYESSE should have a mukbang channel. Ooh, they'll probably love him over there, honey. But somebody will love you even in your size, TYESSE Jackson. You got to get out more, honey. Maybe don't make 5 videos today, right? Or if you do make 5, make them 20-minute videos, girl, because you spend way too much time online. And when these are your last years for any opportunity, you're in a new city. Maybe they done fucked everybody else in town, honey, and maybe they'll react to a new face. But you got to go to one of them bear bars. There are places where people they got what they call chubby chasers, guys who are not big themselves, slim built, some of them nicely built, who have a thing about big people, chubby chasers. You can find you a chubby chaser, TYESSE Jackson, and maybe one you don't even have to pay. You see how he turns every conversation into, oh, my financial situation, Don't announce to people that you've been poor all your life, boy. He moved to Atlanta, and Larry don't even. Larry is embarrassed to bring him to the studio or the 1-bedroom apartment he got, child. Right? TYESSE thought he was hooking up with a multi-millionaire, and Larry had to move out of his big mansion. And they say that he gave up his Rolls Royces and shit, and he's just a regular guy now. So right, so he might not want TYESSE to come over. He felt like I got to get it together again. Mm-hmm. And so now he going down with the ship. We're going down with the ship, honey. And then Bernard Jordan knows how irritating it is for Larry Reid. So that's why he's got this project, I believe. He's going to keep on showing up on other people's pages. He's basically saying, nigga, I don't need you. I never needed you. I helped you. I made you. And you turned on me. If you couldn't afford to keep paying me the same amount you were paying me, you should have come to me and told me. I got plenty of money. Right? But no, you took the coward's way out. Mm-hmm. Is Larry divorced yet? He's been divorced. No, his woman, the woman he was presenting as his wife was actually his beard. She's a lesbian woman. And I think she's been in a relationship, out of a relationship, whatever. Yeah, but Larry's always been gay, honey. Those films that Buddha showed us, that's gay. I mean, that's gay. That's gayer than I ever was. That's gayer than I was on drugs. No, what's the $500? He could take the $500 and spend it on a 5-year subscription, slim fast. What's the 500? Somebody gave him 500. A rumor had it that that's what Larry Reid bought him with, $500. And then Conscious gave him 400. No, Larry Reed, I think he's supposed to be donating money to Carlton Pearson's funeral. He gave $200 to Larry Reed and then came and complaining about it. So Conscious TV said, first, I will give you your $200 back. Then he said, you know what? I'll double it. I'll give you $400 back. And I'll give you the $12 that you gave me, super chat, right? I'll give it all back to you. Leave us alone. Just go away. I didn't realize in that video, I talk about sometimes where that girl, Rumors and T, read him so bad. That was on the back end of the read. But Conscious had read him for the whole hour before that. Put in your search engine, Conscious TV and what's his name? Put Conscious TV in there and his name. TYESSE offered one of your subscribers. Oh, TYESSE offered one of my subscribers. Oh, yeah, he just insulted the lady to show her actual picture for $500. How you going to look like you look, TYESSE Jackson, and talk about somebody? I just don't understand that, girl. You got that gray, big-ass head, girl, and it's so dark. I ain't got it against people with dark skin. Some people's skin is beautiful with dark skin. But you're a dark skin with this gray, big-ass head, and it's bald. You got no hair on top of it, girl, and you got that body to just... Right? I mean, goddamn, how in the fuck are you going to be trying to read somebody for their appearance? Girl, I don't get it. And you're a male. It's different. It's different from women and men in weight. We know that there are big black men. We already understand that. But women have a much more of an issue with weight because of the way a woman's body is, right? You don't have to walk around like that, honey. You are a male. You should not have big, huge breasts like that. Correct? Do something about yourself, man. What do you want money for anyway, goddamn way? You want to buy some more blouses? Doesn't it affect you? I got to buy a blouse that's a 5X. Right? Maybe you should work on the situation where you're only wearing a 1X. You could do that. Many people have done it. And nowadays, they're taking it off and keeping it off. And Ozempic, it doesn't even require any strenuous exercise, right? After you lose the weight, you're gonna like the weight off and you exercise naturally. You just want to do it. I can't wait to get off here so I can go to the gym, honey. I want to go. Because I like not having all that shit on me. My knees don't hurt, girl. And the ankles, right? You know how when you go and walk on the block, girl, oh, I'm so tired. When you lose the weight, you don't have all that issue, honey. Work on it. Do something productive. Now, there's a channel for you since you can't seem to find what you want to do, where you want to read people or you want to pretend to be a church queen. Why don't you get a weight loss challenge and make that your channel? And you can work with people. A lot of people struggle with weight, honey. Right? That would be something that's useful to somebody else, perhaps. Maybe you could inspire somebody if you could take off 200 or 300. Coming over here and insulting people. I just read his ass for doing that shit to William McCrae. And they say he did it again. Yesterday. Going over to William McCrae page and insulting people in the chat. That's a restless bitch. Because you're trying to pretend I'm doing the news. You ain't doing shit. You want to get over here and try to read somebody, girl. But you shouldn't be doing that, particularly about their looks, period. Stretch face. Oh, Pastor got the stretch face. Well, he's a bad example. We don't want nobody to look like that either. This nigga, Jay Wilson, the one you listen to the singing, he done lost the weight, and so the face, the face and the wrinkles scrunched in more, girl, because you didn't have a fat face. And then he got to puff them back out again, girl, with the Botox. Okay, so I see what you're saying. A stretch face, right? He's trying to manipulate the face, girl, right? He got, wait a minute. He lost the weight, and the weight made the face scrunch in, look like he emaciated, dying or something, girl. And so then he got to go and put chemicals in it to stretch it back out. and pull the forehead up, girl. Y'all better hope Jay Wilson not over there spending y'all money on the next injection of his Botox and his face filler. Mm-hmm. It looks crazy. He needs to put the glasses back on. He needs to get bigger glasses to cover up half that mug. I don't know what he's doing, but he is not getting any better looking. He ain't gonna get no better looking. Baby, 55 is 55. I don't give a damn what you do to yourself. And believe, I used to work in Neiman Marcus in Beverly Hills. I worked at Neiman Marcus, and you would be amazed at them ladies coming there. You know that their husbands work for the studios. Everybody's rich to come in Neiman Marcus, at least back when I was working there. Right? Them ladies look so horrible. They didn't have so much plastic surgery. They got their lips blown up, girl. They got face pulled back, and all this. It's girl. If 70 is 70, be 70, honey. Right? Don't fight it. And he's starting to fight it at 55. What's he gonna be doing at 65? At 70? Oh, Jay Wilson. You done stretched and pulled that face, girl. 44X. That ass probably is a 44X. Maybe somebody will want to see that ass, TYESSE. You don't know. Somebody. I don't know who, but I have heard of the chubby chasers. Anyway, people, thank y'all. We done ran over 20 minutes. Lord have mercy. There's certain ones when you get to talking about their asses. Y'all have a wonderful day. What's the day? Thursday? We're almost there. Almost at Thanksgiving. Y'all go over there to Tracy. Let's see what Tracy's talking about. Later.